Hey, this is Willis, and this is TFcast episode 10, I believe, right? Episode 10?
10 it is.
All right, we're here with Ben Scruggs.
Hello.
And Jacob Bases, of course. Let's take it away. Ben, can you give us a little introduction? Tell us who you are.
My name is Ben Scruggs. I'm a local musician here in the Mankato area. I live in Lake Crystal with my wife and 2 kids. I'm about to release my first solo record, Cutting Teeth.
Right on. And you just played a couple songs from that album.
Yeah. My voice is a little hoarse from it, but yep. I played a couple of those tunes.
Right on. You played for us the Dog, Beer, and a Bong, Wheel of Life, Cutting Teeth, Madmen.
That's right.
You said you started this project sometime last winter. Are these songs that you've had with you for a while and you decided to record them, or?
In some cases, yes. In some cases, no. I write my music for 2 bands. My first band is 𝘓𝘰𝘤𝘢. This year will be our 11th anniversary. We've been around for a while. We're working on a double record right now. We got 24 tunes. But that's in progress, and my bass player is currently working on that stuff. And I also write for the 𝘊𝘶𝘵𝘵𝘪𝘯 𝘔𝘦𝘦𝘵𝘩. And we got at least 2 or 3 records worth of material we got to record. We just got to find the time, find the money, So amidst that, I had tunes that just kind of didn't really fit for either group, and I was thinking, well, maybe I can make a solo record out of this. And I wrote a couple more tunes that worked in the little set that I had, and I don't know, it says something to me. It just all works together.
What are the differences that makes it stand apart from the other music?
I'd say there's a little more of a rootsy vibe to it, a little more country, bluesy, folky vibe. 𝘓𝘰𝘤𝘢, I would say, is more indie rock. So, and the 𝘊𝘶𝘵𝘔𝘏 gets kind of silly sometimes. I mean, in a good way, It's just kind of, I don't know, they're in between all that. They speak more about, I guess, my opinions about who I am more than a group of people, I guess.
So it just dives a little bit deeper into more of your individual artistry?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
Cool. Mm-hmm. And you classified it as folk, right? Or
yeah, this is a real rootsy vibe. Folk is definitely the heart of it. But some songs get a little country, some songs get a little blues. I don't know. I've been listening to a lot of old blues music and old country music and old jazz, and all that stuff has been influencing me in ways I never could have predicted. And yeah, that's what a lot of these tunes.
Watermelon Slush. What's the genre of Watermelon Slush?
Oh, we call it Southern Minnesota style country music.
Okay.
It's me and Pete Klug on guitar, vocals. Me and Pete share songwriting duties, and we have a stand-up bass player, Jason Felton, who also you'll see him DJ as Pick a Color. And the 3 of us kind of have that more rockabilly sound, country sound. That band's influenced by Waylon Jennings, like that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Right on. That's awesome. So you also play in 𝘊𝘶𝘵𝘵𝘪𝘯 𝘔𝘦𝘦𝘵𝘩.
Yeah, I play bass at 𝘊𝘶𝘵𝘵𝘪𝘯 𝘔𝘦𝘦𝘵𝘱.
We had Laura on the cast here. And she's the front woman of 𝘊𝘶𝘵𝘵𝘪𝘯 𝘔𝘦𝘴, and you play bass in that band.
Yeah, 𝘊𝘶𝘵𝘵𝘵𝘱 is Laura's project. She's gathered all of us one by one. I think it was Pete Klug who joined her first. We had a fiddle player. And then I joined, played bass, and we got Dustin Voges on trumpet, Eric Bundy on drums. But they're all Laura's songs. It's her project, and we're just the players. It's I'm in a number of projects.
Okay.
It's nice to sit back and just do bass for this group.
Yeah.
This group I write songs. This group I do whatever. It's I don't know.
So I really enjoyed seeing you at Moonfest with Goodnight Gold Dust.
Oh yeah, Goodnight Gold Dust. Yep,
Yeah.
Yep.
That's I don't know, are there any bands you're not in?
Oh man, my wife she scolded me and said I got to stop joining groups. I think my last group I joined was Nate Boots, the High Horses, and she was like, I don't know, Ben, one more band, I don't know about that. And but since then, like things have kind of settled down. I've kind of settled down with my bands too. Like I don't want to start things and not commit to them. So whatever I'm involved with, I'm committed to.
Yeah, it's got to be a pretty hectic schedule.
Yeah, it works for me somehow. I mean, each thing has a different property. Like I said, B-Bomb is bass, and a lot of the times we go up there. When I first started B-Bomb Fields, I didn't know most of the set. I was playing, my first couple of shows I think we played the Coffee Hag one night and then the Wine Cafe one night. And it was like back to back. And I think I just I knew a handful of tunes. So I was looking at Laura the whole time, just trying to guess. And man, it was sloppy. But I got to do it, and I learned, and I got better. And us as B-Bomb Fields, we've grown together as musicians, and now we're just locked in. Like we can go up there and play songs we've never played before, and it sounds like we played it before, and you get that from this kind of community where we can, go and play a show like that. I mean, I can't imagine myself doing that in Minneapolis. I just laugh off the stage, I bet, but not here.
Did you grow up here in Mankato?
I went to high school in Mankato, and I lived here for a short time when I was just a little kid. But I'm from southern Minnesota. I was born in Wells. I've lived in Waseca. My mom lives outside of New Richland, actually right across from Pete Klug's family. I grew up with Pete Klug. And I went to grade school in New Richland, middle school in New Richland. And then, Mankato East for high school. Hung out in Mankato for a little bit. Then I moved to the cities for about 10 years. I came back a few years ago. I live in Lake Crystal now, like I said. And this area has always been my home, and Mankato has always been a place that's meant a lot to me. And getting away from it gave me a lot of perspective, and coming back to it makes me appreciate it so much more.
Did you play in bands when you were up in the cities?
Well, I started 𝘊𝘶𝘵𝘵 𝘠 up there.
Okay.
I played shows up there and tried to do that whole thing. And but that was, I've written probably 50 songs the last couple of years, 50, 60 songs. I've written a lot of songs like lately. And when I was in the cities, I could barely finish 5 songs in a year, it seemed. I just couldn't write that much. And you're just trying to, try to make everything perfect right away off the bat. And coming back down here, just was inspired, and everything I wanted to do up there, I'm doing here. I'm joining all these bands. I'm playing all these instruments. I'm playing shows where I've practiced and really want to, do a good job. I'm playing shows where I don't know what the song's going to be next, but we're playing it, and it just works out. And it's just, man.
So you just found the scene that you were looking for here. Did you have it before you went to the cities, or just when you came back?
My in here was Pete Klug. We both played guitar about the same amount of time. He's a better guitar player than me.
Better than most, I would say.
Yeah, he's better than most, that's for sure. He was playing just shows around here. I couldn't believe that he was getting paid to play shows down here while I was in the cities, the land of music in Minnesota, and I could barely even drum up a gig, like I couldn't believe he was getting paid what he was getting paid down here. And just doing what he was doing. And he invited me to come down and play a little bit with him here and there. I played a show at 𝘊𝘶𝘵𝘵 with him, which was eye-opening, and other random stuff. And I met T.C. Chandler, and I just started to get introduced to people. Laura Carls, and I joined B-Bomb Fields and just kind of started playing a little bit, and it just worked out where my path brought me to Lake Crystal, and I could really fully envelop myself in the scene and really meet people and play and try to just be a part of what's really cool around here.
Yeah, that's great.
It seems like you have a pretty hectic schedule. You're in a lot of these groups doing stuff. Like in recent times with the changes, how has that affected you as a musician? I mean, obviously you came out of it with a solo record, but how's it going?
A break was nice. I've just been running, pushing, playing, just trying to do as much as I can because I just know I only got so much time to do it. And it was kind of a forced break. Was kind of needed. I mean, I finished that record, yeah, but besides that, I really haven't been playing any songs. I've been kind of thinking about doing a live stream, but I don't know, man. I only want to do it if I feel like I want to do it. And my hands have felt like better than they have in years. My body feels better. Everything just feels like it needed a break. And I was happy to put everything down for a while. But, things are starting to kind of open back up a little bit. And I'm ready to go back out there and play some more songs. And, I don't want my, vocal skills and guitar skills to diminish too much,
Got to keep them fresh.
You gotta, fresh is definitely the word for all of it.
Yeah.
You were telling us a little bit earlier about a radio show that you're doing on KMSU.
Yeah, it's a show I'm doing with Chris Bertrand. Chris Bertrand also plays a lot of music around here. We were all in the paper, Pete Klug and a couple other guys recently talking about our COVID-19 musician. This is where we're at, and he just quit his job, and he was going to only do music this year. He's going to make all his income playing music. And so that really threw a wrench in things for him. But we played plenty of shows together. We worked at Patrick's together. He's a great dude. We started the show. It actually it started off as a show where we'd bring a performer on, and we would spend a whole hour interviewing them and then letting them play original music. And more often than not, I would sit in and play a little guitar with them too, because I just love to play. And with all this going down, we couldn't do that. We couldn't go in the station to do that. We, didn't want to bring anybody around to try to get a radio show out of face-to-face stuff. So we thought, well, shoot, let's try to change this a little bit, and let's just play some local tracks, and let's make a show out of that. And that's what we've been doing lately. It's a show called Keeping It Local. It's on KMSU. We've been really enjoying doing it. We started.
What artists have you had on it?
Shoot, man, it runs the gamut. We try to make it so that it's all local. It has to be original music. It has to be local, or at least it has to, you got to be from here or have a, you have got to have an anchor of some way in this area, because I just don't want to play. Like, we got enough music here. Like, there's no reason why we can't only play local music. Like, why not have a show like that? Like, shoot, man, like, you guys have music. Like, I got music. We got music coming out of our ears, but, who's playing it, Like, you got Fuzzy, but, live radio, like. And, we played, like, so I know this is probably going to be aired in the future, but this upcoming show is going to be, half the show is local hip-hop artists, half the show is blues artists. And a lot of the hip-hop guys, some of them are, my age, I guess younger and all that. And a lot of the blues guys are older, they're older tracks or older songs. And we're alternating. It's hip-hop, blues, hip-hop, blues, hip-hop, blues. And I don't know what it is, but it all works together somehow. I mean, I got City Mouse sandwiched between hip-hop, man, and it's working, man. But yeah, honestly too, like if anybody around here, shoot, I've even gone on YouTube and I've pulled audio from YouTube videos. I've, if it's out there on the internet, I can get it and I can play it, and I will if I like it.
That's awesome.
So yeah, anybody, if anybody's out there and has local music that they want to have played, send me your tracks. I can't guarantee I'll play it, but I'll definitely listen to it and I'll definitely give you a fair shake.
Yeah, that's awesome. What's it been like working with a radio station in general? Is that something you've done before this project?
No.
I
mean, I never asked for any of this, but it was offered to me, and I said sure. And I've taken it and I've tried to make it something that the community can use. But no, KMSU they're amazing. I just can't believe that they're even letting us do this. It's kind of crazy. They're trusting us, and you don't always get that.
Yeah, it's nice that they seem to support a lot of the local musicians and people, or because Fuzzy still has his regular show with them.
Yep. He's
Yeah.
got Fuzz Jock Radio too.
Fuzz, that's his sports.
Yeah, it's sports
show, right?
and variety show of some sort.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's very cool. I know we were trying to maybe talk to them about getting a set. KMSU, maybe. Well, we'll talk later.
Yeah, call us. You're watching. Ugh. Yeah.
Did you have a bunch of shows that got canceled for this summer then?
Yeah, man, I was booked up. I'm still booked up as far as I know. I mean, I got openings, but I obviously I stopped booking things once this all went down.
Yeah.
But I had May, June, July, August. I mean, I think I pretty booked. I still got some dates, but you know, it starts to get to fall where I don't have as many. And I haven't been looking right now too, because I gotta wait till. I just don't want to be hounding restaurants who are already, you know, in a place. I don't know where they're at financially. I don't want to be like, hire me.
They're just trying to figure out if they can even open the doors. Yeah.
I mean, I'm more, honestly, I'd be willing to even play like some free shows potentially, you know, as long as it's safe, you know. But like if the wine cafe or something needed a little hand, I'd go play for free to help them out, you know, like give back if I can.
Well, I mean, like, what can you actually do in the circumstances where you don't know what things are going to look like in a month, or, you know, 25% openings, or I don't know what they're at right now.
Well, I still work at Patrick's, and we're opening June 1st, and I just don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know what it's going to be like, or I just don't know any of it. It all seems so more unsure than everything being closed, you know.
My understanding from what the governor's order last Wednesday was that it was the limit of 50 people, all by reservations, tables of 4, 6 if they're all family members, and all staff needs to wear masks, reservations required. And that last bit is the one that really, like, how makes me wonder, like, how, I mean, I don't think, do people ever make reservations at Patrick's?
Well, it's funny at Patrick's, but then they kind of rescinded it after a while. They made it so you couldn't have reservations, but then, you know, Patrick's is I love Patrick's, but they can be kind of inconsistent sometimes with those things. Like, don't take reservations, take reservations. But now we have to take reservations. So, yeah, that's a thing. Now it's definitely a thing. And I like that. I think it makes sense because as a restaurant, you know, you should be able to plan for the people, especially in these times. Plan for who's going to come in, so you can make this experience as safe for everybody as possible and as, you know, nice as you can make it. I just don't know how many people actually want to go out, you know.
Yeah, it seems hard because, you know, sometimes people just want to sit at a restaurant, but, you know, you're making a reservation. Presumably, there's people reservations at, you know, it's like not the American dining experience that I think that people are accustomed to. Or, you know, every time I've gone to Patrick's, I've just walked in completely expecting a great time.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even plan that far ahead.
Yeah, you'd have to know you were going there to.
That's difficult.
Yeah, you know, I bet after the first couple of weeks, I bet people would kind of know. We'll all kind of know what it is then, and we'll be able to. People are pretty good about taking a situation and finding the cracks, you know, to crawl into. You know,
It's been interesting, even just with the whole pandemic going on, how quickly people are able to adapt to some sort of a new normal or new interesting version of what they had going on before.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a little more private, a little more at home.
Yeah, I felt that too, where your world kind of shakes up, and now you just kind of have it's like playing a different video game or something, you know, like you got to learn new controls and stuff, and then you get it figured out, and you're like, okay, this is it.
Yeah.
Has your process for consuming or writing or how you interact with music changed?
It's always changing. The thing about music is you can't do the same thing too long. I mean, your brain tells you when, you know, you're doing what you should do, and your brain's telling you if you're doing what you shouldn't do. So everyone's different. Myself, I've been listening to a lot of records, listening to a lot of local music because of the show. But I haven't really been writing too much. and I haven't been playing too much, like I said. I guess it definitely it feels different than before. The songs that I was writing before were songs I was writing so I could go play in a bar and I could go sing it to somebody one time and they would get it the first listen, and then I can move on to the next tune. And since I've been in quarantine or whatever, I just don't have that audience right now. I don't feel like I want to write for that kind of person right now. I mean, I'm sure that'll change, but I guess I've been writing that way long enough where I just don't even know what I want to write, and I just don't want to write until I'm ready to write, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like there's a little bit of pressure too. There's nothing going on. I should get something done.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's right, but I feel it a little bit.
Sometimes resting is getting something done. It's preparing yourself for when you will have to do that next thing. And I've been doing a lot of that too, just resting and just appreciating my family, my kids. One of my goals in life is to actually, one of my main goals is to try to spend as much time doing music and being with my family as I can, and everything else gets in the way of those two things. And this really gave me a good picture of what it's like to be with my family all the time. It's great. But I do like to get away once in a while and do some music, do other things.
Do you have little musicians in the house, or?
Yeah, my son. Oh man. My son plays harmonica with me on stage sometimes. He likes to sing. He likes to dance. I've talked to him about trying to play guitar, but he doesn't have much interest, and I'm not going to push it. He might want to play a little piano. We got a song that we sing on stage together, and there's a little bit of that. I let my kids go at their pace because I just don't want to. I don't want to. Music's about expression, and I want them to feel that they're expressing what they want to express. I don't want it to be, oh, Dad thinks it's cute when you do this, so do this. I don't like that. Just do what, if you want to do it, great. If you don't, you don't. My daughter's been kind of picking up a little bit of the harp too. She's just turned 5, so that's kind of cute.
Like the harp.
No, harmonica.
Oh.
No, I don't think those things would be hard to tune, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't know. A lot of people had them just laying around.
There's little ones too, right?
I think so.
A lyre or something?
Oh. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know anything about harps.
She's an angel.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Should we wrap things up?
We can. If people want to contact you for your radio show, get that local music to you, what can they do?
Well, the radio show is called Keeping It Local. I'm going to put a Facebook page on there soon, so you can look that up, and you'll have, otherwise, my name is Ben Scruggs. Just find me or Chris Bertrand, find us on Facebook and just send us a message, say, hey, I got some tunes. More than likely, if you're a musician around here, I know you already, so just reach out to me. I want to hear it, whatever you got. And, I will hear it. So will Chris. So just look us up.
And so far as Cutting Teeth, when can we see that?
I've been debating that. Cutting Teeth. It's a 10-song record. I recorded this. It's real simple. I did it all myself. I got an acoustic guitar, standard 6-string, and then I also have a Nashville tuned guitar, which is if you take a 12-string guitar and take off the high strings and put it on a 6-string, that's what a Nashville tuned guitar is. So it gives that dynamic. Shaker, my vocal, then a harmony once in a while, and some harmonica. So pretty simple, but the artwork is done by a local artist. He lives in St. Peter. His name is Steve Firkins. And I was thinking I would just throw it online and let people download it for free, listen to it for free, take it, if it means something to you, please listen to it, enjoy it. And I'll probably get, I'll get physical copies made up and sell them. I'll sell them at my shows. So if you feel like if you get it online and you want to, buy a physical copy, I'll have them at my shows, whenever that becomes normal.
Right on. Very cool. And do you have a main social presence with any of those bands, or just you personally on?
With my bands?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, 𝘓𝘶𝘵𝘠 is my band. If you write to 𝘓𝘶𝘵𝘠, you can reach me. Watermelon Slush, B-Bomb Fields. Obviously, I'm a part of, but Laura's the leader of that band. Nate Boots and the High Horses. Obviously, it's Nate Boots who's the leader. I'm just playing guitar and harmonies. Yeah, I don't know. If you want to form a band, get a hold of me, I guess.
Add one to the list.
Yeah. Well, it's been great.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on the show. Thanks for sharing those songs. It was really great to hear them.
Thanks a lot for having me. It's my first time venturing out, so like being inside this kind of thing is got to start it sometime.
Definitely. Well, thank you.